DraftKings Sportsbook is the best place to bet touchdowns. I have teamed up with DraftKings to bring you all your favorite ways to bet touchdowns as we start to wrap up this NFL season. New customers can turn $5 into $300 if your bet wins. Paid in bonus bets, the crown is yours. Download the DraftKings Sportsbook app, use the code Sonnen, stay on the action, and use your bonus bets on DraftKings same-game parlays for a shot at an even bigger payout. Love the thrill of live betting? Bet live on star player props and in-progress games right as they happen. If sports betting is not yet available in your state, don't worry. You can still join in on all the fun with DraftKings Daily Fantasy Sports and have the shot to win cash prizes. Download the DraftKings Sportsbook app now. New customers use my promo code SONNEN and bet just $5 on any wager and get $300 in bonus bets if your bet wins. That's promo code SONNEN only at DraftKings Sportsbook. How would Gable Steveson do in the UFC? Now, I'm a fan and I'm a big supporter, and I know Gable personally, and I like Gable. I just want to share that with you as I speak about Gable, because I think I'm unbiased. I think while being biased, I can call it straight. I am biased towards Gable. How would Gable do in the UFC? So there's a clip going around, and it's him and Jon Jones wrestling. And it's called a top-bottom go. If you happen to know wrestling. One guy goes down into position known as a referee's position. Top guy gets on top. When he gets his hand to the elbow, the hand across the waist, just standardly in our industry, will tap 3 times. If you guys never talk to each other, you guys don't even speak the same language. If one guy drops in that position, when the other guy gets on top, he's going to tap you 3. And 3 times, the third time means go. That is the whistle. The universal started. So anyway, they drop down 1, 2, 3, and Jon gets to wrestling. I mean, he really does. He's riding all right, and Gable gets up, and Jon returns him down to the mat, and Gable hits a reversal, and it was very cool to see. It was a lot of athleticism. Every time Jon does something in those situations, I have the same disappointment, which is, why do they turn the camera off? Like right when we're getting in the middle of learning something, I saw Jon going with Jaden Cox. Why'd you turn the camera off? I see Jon in the practice room with Gordon Ryan. Why'd you turn the camera off? I see Jon doing this referee's drill with Gable Steveson. And I just want a few more seconds. Actually, I want a minute. I want 5. I want to see the whole workout. But what do you make of it? And are these guys actual training partners? They're saying that Jon is the coach. Is this real? Is this something that you just say? Are they traveling the world together? They both have to do a lot of traveling. It's a very fundamental question. If they're not doing that together, then it's not his coach. If we can't reasonably put these two in the same location at the same time, there's no workouts taking place. And I have wondered that, because the very few people who have worked with Jon, Holly Holm comes to mind. But the very few people who have worked with Jon in that capacity, where he came in, gave of his time, he was a coach. He studied the opponent, he studied them, and he started to break down techniques. They rave about him. I mean, they say like he's just got this incredible mind for MMA and for articulating the ideas of MMA and applying those war-type tactics to specific opposition. Really big compliments. I would love if Gable and Jon were spending some time, and if we could get a little bit of footage on that. Now, go back to Gable. What are you going to do with him? Generally, to get to the UFC, and it's all generally, I could give you 5 different ways, but generally, to get to the UFC, you got to beat up everybody on the open circuit. Right? If there's 2 aspiring heavyweights trying to get to the UFC, there is a path where they could both get signed and then find themselves once they're there. But generally, if you're trying to get there, you will yourself identify who's the big threat, who's the one with the reputation. Get me in there with him. Some small show, some side show, whatever it takes, let me get in there with him. Let me make my name number 1 amongst the very small people who actually care about this kind of thing. And Gable seems game to do just that, however he's got to do that. Gable seems game to do a wrestling match. He seems game to do a jiu-jitsu match. He has done a bare-knuckle match. We know that he will do an MMA match. In fact, he just signed to go do something in Mexico, but I've already forgot. Was that MMA or was that a bare-knuckles thing? Either way. He seems very into it. And you might say, well, Chael, there's not another heavyweight out there. There's not another big heavyweight out there. Yeah, sure there is. Yeah, there's a big heavyweight that goes to the media and tries to get back to the UFC. It's a big heavyweight that went to the media and tried to get himself on the White House card. There's a big heavyweight that went to the media to let the world know that his contract is just about up and he's a free agent and he can do whatever he wants. And frankly, if Gable is as good and has the potential to be as good as I think he does, and Joe Rogan thinks he does, which is a fast path to the world championship, you really don't need the other guy. I mean, if you're looking for champions, sometimes you're looking for contenders. You're looking to fill up a roster. If you're looking for the guy, oh, and by the way, the guy who says his contract's up, the guy that says he'll fight anybody, the guy looking for matches and would like to be in the octagon on the White House card is named Francis Ngannou. So, what is the delay of getting Gable versus Francis? And I don't know that there's an answer. I mean, like, I don't know that somebody on the inside of the PFL would have to come to me with an answer. I'm more doing it from a provocateur. As I'm attempting to be provocative and stir the pot, I just want the conversation going. I want somebody to offer Gable to Francis. I want Francis to have to respond to why he won't fight Gable, and he won't. I want Gable to come out and say he's trying to fight Francis, but can't get the fight because Francis won't fight him. I just want to hear those kinds of things. I don't want it to be an opportunity that's missed. Gable is now the protege of Jon Jones. That's the way the story goes, accurate or not. Francis was a nemesis of Jon Jones, and they never got that finished piece of business. And they're never going to. Jon is with the UFC. Francis is not. Jon now has a disciple who can do the fighting in response to the speaking done by Francis. So whether we get him to the cage or not, let's get him in the headlines. Somebody offer a fight between Francis Ngannou and Gable Steveson. Then we, the audience, will decide by the excitement and the immediate accepting of said fight by Gable against the resistance and the denial of the fight by Francis, if it plays out the way I would predict it plays out.